Okay, I think we just need to do some finagling and reinterpretation here. Because as I look at this, I know you are proposing to have a convergent mixed methods model, but I really think that is a stretch for this particular study. Uh, you simply have your data is too limited in terms of the quantitative aspect. In this particular section, you have, I think, 5 questions, of which two have nothing to do, like whether IVR will replace um, distance learning or replace in-class learning. These are fanciful questions that have very little to do with your thesis, if anything. And then when you go in your table and you're trying to do this converging here, basically on the things that you really are want to collect, you never collected that data on. So you're telling stories here that really are you drawing attention and actually making the thesis weaker. And I understand that that's a problem, I guess, with when you're kind of just working on your own, and we didn't really meet often enough to discuss this. So um, I think this section you have to delete. It makes no sense to try to converge a couple of questions with all that rich qualitative analysis. I think you need to say this is a qualitative study and adjust accordingly. Um, I don't think I would actually consider just deleting the quantitative data, other than providing the context, which I think is important. I think you use that data to provide the context of people coming in, but it has little relevance to the real meat and potatoes, or tofu and whatever lentil beans of your thesis, is this cognitive immersive experience. That's what we're focusing on. I think that at this stage, now I'm more convinced than ever that that the quantitative data really is more descriptive. That's what it's kind of for. This is not a true convergent mixed methods model, and I think you need to say that this is a qualitative study, and there's good reasons for doing that. And I understand that will require quite a bit of finagling up top, but I think it just will make it tighter. You don't have to defend that you have a very weak survey, questions that don't relate to your actual thesis, uh, minimal, we have no reliability or validity on this data, and it just barely touches the surface of the richness that you're getting from your qualitative data. And that's the part. I mean, I'm a quantitative researcher, but I don't think that there's enough quantitative information here. I know there isn't to have a true convergent mixed method study.